Welcome to this explainer. I am absolutely thrilled you're joining me today because what we're going to talk about, it could genuinely change the trajectory of your health. We're going to have an honest conversation about a crucial aspect of healthy aging that you actually have complete control over. For so many of us, getting older kind of feels like this slow, inevitable loss of physical capability. But today, we're looking at the hard science that proves that absolutely does not have to be your story. We're starting right off the bat with a really critical question. Why do your legs weaken first as you age? Most folks actually don't realize that their legs, specifically the quads, hamstrings, and calves, lose muscle at literally almost twice the rate of the upper body. Crazy, right? This is exactly why simply standing up from a low chair suddenly becomes so difficult as the years go by. Most of us don't even notice this subtle decline until it leads to a dangerous loss of balance or mobility. But by focusing on exactly why this happens, we can uncover how to stop it dead in its tracks. So here's our roadmap for today. We're going to cover 1. The hidden muscle thief, 2. What is sarcopenia, 3. The power of protein, 4. Diets that defend muscle, 5. Building strength with exercise, and finally, 6. Taking back your independence. Let's just dive right in.
Part 1. The hidden muscle thief, the danger of muscle loss.
Okay, so a lot of people think muscle loss is just something that happens when you hit, say, your 70s or 80s. But actually, scratch that. It starts way earlier. Research shows adults begin losing up to 3 to 5% of their lean muscle mass every single decade, starting right after age 30. And once you hit 60, that rate accelerates dramatically. It's like a quiet thief, just slowly chipping away at your strength year after year. Now, to put this into perspective, think about the sheer danger of a sedentary lifestyle. Simply being inactive for 30 years breaks down 50% of your quadriceps muscle. 50%! That is the exact same catastrophic loss of leg strength you'd experience from lying in a coma with complete bed rest for 30 days. No way, right? We're essentially doing the exact same damage to ourselves over decades simply by not challenging our bodies.
Moving on to Section 2. What is sarcopenia? Demystifying the condition.
You might have actually heard your doctor throw this medical term around, but we really need to break it down so we know exactly what we're fighting. Sarcopenia. People hear sarcopenia and immediately think it's some scary, unavoidable disease that attacks you. But look at the word itself. Sarco just means muscle, and penia simply means a lack of or weakness. So sarcopenia literally just translates to a lack of muscle. It's not a disease causing the muscle loss, it is the muscle loss. And because it's largely driven by our lifestyle habits, it's a condition we can absolutely fight and even reverse.
It's honestly fascinating to see this direct cause and effect mapped out. Insufficient energy and protein intake, combined with an inactive sedentary lifestyle, they point straight toward decreased muscle protein synthesis. That inevitably results in a drop in muscle mass and function. It's a very clear chain reaction. But hey, the good news? Change the inputs and we completely change the outcome. Which brings us to Section 3, the power of protein, fueling the rebuild. I really want you to consider this incredible story from Dr. William Lee. He had a 74-year-old patient named Dorothy. She'd been a vegetarian for 12 years and came to him deeply embarrassed because she suddenly couldn't climb a single flight of stairs without stopping. Well, her nutrient panel showed severe deficiencies. But once Dr. Lee carefully reintroduced just 4 ounces of high-quality animal protein, specifically lean beef, 3 times a week, boom, she completely regained her strength and her ability to climb those stairs. It wasn't just old age making her weak. She was literally starved for the basic building blocks her muscles desperately needed. You see, as we age, our bodies develop this thing called anabolic resistance. Basically, it means your older muscles respond less efficiently to amino acids than they did when you were, say, 20. You just can't get away with eating the bare minimum anymore. To overcome this, science shows older adults actually need 1.0 to 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily. And you can't just gorge on it all at dinner. You've got to distribute it evenly. Think around 25 to 35 grams per meal. When you do that, high-quality protein activates a cellular pathway called mTOC1. Now, you don't need to memorize that name. Just think of it as a master switch that gives your muscle cells the bright green light to grow and repair.
All right, Section 4. Diets that defend muscle. Superfoods for seniors.
So, first up on the menu, sardines. Now, I know, they aren't everyone's favorite thing, but they are an absolute powerhouse. See, after age 70, your cellular levels of this vital energy molecule called CoQ10 drop by 50%. Sardines are packed with CoQ10, directly restoring that lost energy right back to your muscle cells. Next up is lean beef. It provides carnitine, which acts kind of like a shuttle bus, transporting fat into your mitochondria so it can be burned as energy. Carnitine levels in leg muscle tissue drop by up to 30% after 70. So when seniors complain of heavy, tired legs, they usually think they're just getting old. But man, a lot of times it's simply a carnitine deficiency.
Now for the physical side. Section 5. Building strength with exercise, the action plan.
This is exactly where resistance training comes in. The American College of Sports Medicine outlines a really manageable action plan for seniors. And listen, you absolutely do not need to be a bodybuilder for this. It could be as simple as practicing standing up from a chair or using some light dumbbells. You just need to pick 8 to 10 exercises targeting your major muscle groups, especially those legs. Aim for 8 to 12 repetitions and just do this 2 days a week using a moderate to vigorous effort. This controlled challenge directly stimulates muscle protein synthesis, breaking right on through that anabolic resistance we talked about earlier. And here is our ultimate secret weapon, synergy. When you combine a solid resistance training routine with a diet rich in high-quality protein and creatine, which is a nutrient naturally found in meat, the results are just spectacular. Science proves this combination builds significantly more lean tissue mass and strength than exercise could ever do on its own. Working out makes your muscles incredibly sensitive to nutrients, so feeding them the right building blocks right after you exercise, that completely supercharges the repair process.
Almost done here. Section 6. Taking back your independence, the final step.
So if there's one absolutely crucial point to take away from this explainer, it's this. Weak legs inevitably lead to a loss of balance. And a loss of balance? That leads to falls. For older adults, falls frequently result in hip fractures, which can literally steal your mobility overnight. But by actively managing your protein intake and committing to just 2 days a week of resistance training, you build strong legs. You protect your balance, drastically reduce your risk of a devastating fall, and secure your long-term independence. You get to stay right in the driver's seat of your own life. I'm going to leave you with this final thought to really chew on. Sarcopenia is not a life sentence, it's a condition that responds beautifully to action. So, what will you do today to build your strength for tomorrow? Will you add a can of sardines to your lunch? Maybe knock out a few squats from your living room chair? Your journey to keeping up with your grandkids and staying fiercely independent doesn't start in a decade. It starts right now. Thank you so much for learning with me today, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.